What's up, y'all? Alright, I'm going to try and make a video on how to install mods for Cyberpunk 2077. My number one videos, well, not my number one, but my most viewed videos are all around mods, Vortex, things like that. I am not the end-all, be-all mod guru. I simply know how to install the mods and follow simple instructions. So now I will give you simple instructions to the best of my ability. I'm not the best at this kind of stuff, so be kind in the comments, because my feelings. Alright, I pretty much Googled Vortex Mod Manager, brought me to this site here. Something about Vortex. It doesn't fucking work right. At least for Cyberpunk. Hopefully I have these. I have no idea. Make sure you have these. I'd be curious to know if I even have that one. I probably don't. Let's hit it just in case. Who knows? You gotta excuse me for the crudeness of the video. I am doing this remotely on my daughter's computer. The one I have left. Not my daughter, I have plenty of those. It's the last computer, because the other daughter, I cooked her computer, because I thought it was funny. No, accidents happen, lives were lost. Alright, Vortex. Gotta keep everything, because God forbid Google can be decent to us. This is not going to be a short video, either. But I will go through some of the troubleshooting and a little bit of the issues that I've had with installing mods through Vortex for Cyberpunk. The only benefit, in my opinion, to having Vortex versus just installing everything manually is Vortex will tell you when a new mod is up to date. If you're one that has to have a million mods on Cyberpunk, you just hate the game, you think it sucks, and you want to add more titties and more debauchery, you want to add 1.5 million mods, Vortex is for you. Until one breaks and you have to reinstall everything. Doing it manually seems to be overwhelming for some people, but I mean, I can literally pop on here real quick and show you how simple it actually is. Please ignore the titties. Alright, we're gonna go Cyberpunk tweaks first. We're gonna download manually. This is just to give you an idea of how simple this actually is. What's another mod people like? Let's do Simple Menu. Simple Menu is glitching out right now and people are having problems with it, but it's still a good mod. It still functions. Kinda. Wow. Simple Menu. Is this actually it? I think it is. What's another popular one? You gotta remember to do all your prerequisites first, too. Prerequisites are always a pain in the ass if you're doing Vortex or really anything. Prerequisites, so like that, whenever I downloaded Vortex, it popped up a little thing, said I needed this, I needed that, I needed an uncle in Japan, you know? You have to make sure you have those installed in your stuff prior to installing mods. So like Red 4, Red Script, certain mods, not all mods. If you go like this and you go to download something, it doesn't give you a pop-up, that means all you really need is this. This means this is a baseline mod. But I'm pretty sure like Archive XL, Tweak XL, I'm pretty sure you need something else for those. So you need Red 4 for that one. Let's go ahead and download it. Did we install? Let's go ahead and install Vortex because I'm pretty sure it's ready to go. We're going to be jumping all over the place too. So just install Vortex on your C drive. Where you install it really is irrelevant. If you have games on your C drive, everything's fine. Just install everything, run everything from your C drive. If you have an extra drive, like I have a G drive that I put games on, G, games, right? If you have a secondary drive that you run your games off of, you have to make sure your staging folder is on that drive. You can install Vortex wherever you want, but you have to have the staging folder on the same drive as the game. I can spell. I am logged in. Let's see if this gives up my password. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to here. Oop. Archive Excel, got that downloaded. Go with red script. So when you're installing manually, you don't necessarily have to have the prerequisites in place, because what happens when you install manually is the mods are actually in. Whoops. Pay no attention to the mistakes I just made. I just killed something completely. God, I'm gonna have to reshoot this because I suck at this. It's no surprise whatsoever. So in your Cyberpunk folder, you literally just drop the mods into the main folder. So the first one is Cyberpunk tweaks, okay, which when you look at it, it's just gonna say Ben and stuff like that. Like, you're like, oh, why do they have all these extra fucking files that I don't fucking need? Well, that's the file that you drop in. Ben. Don't drop that in bin. If you drop it right here, boom, Cyberpunk tweaks is now installed in your mod folder. Like, you can literally launch the game you're gonna get a pop-up. This is your first sign that Cyberpunk tweaks has been installed properly. If you do this with Vortex, install Cyberpunk tweaks and then launch it. Launch the game to make sure that it actually installed. I always put mine to the tilde key, just keep it simple. The simpler, the better. I like it simple because I can't stand complicated. So Cyberpunk tweaks or manually, you install it, make sure this works first. Oops. Get rid of it though, you can actually hit the space bar. Tilde key pops it up, whenever you need it, takes it away, you know, whatever. So I'll go ahead and mention now, this is patch 2.01. If you are wanting to install Cyberpunk on an older model, like if you have, let's say, 1.62, 1.63, you can go into these files, go to archive. So this is red script. You can go to archive and you have to figure out which one's which. The thing to do, you can find out when patches came out. There's a big list of Cyberpunk patch dates and stuff like that. Look for the ones that came out after the date, the patch that you have, and before the next patch. So if there's 3 that came out after your patch that you have on your computer, but then this one here was the same day or after the patch after yours, you want this one. You want the latest one for your thing. Typically any of these will work, but you're just getting bug fixes and hot fixes and stuff like that. You can do that with pretty much all the mods on Nexus. Majority of them are kept in archive files forever. I'll bet you, well, it's April 22, so it goes back a ways. You can even get, there's more, file archive. That didn't go back that much further. Doesn't matter. But you can get the older stuff, and you're going to have to manually install it. If you're running an old version of the game, you don't use Vortex, because it will only install the latest version of stuff. Okay? Where was I? We're jumping all over the place here because I am not organized and I am not good at this shit. I'm not a nerd with glasses, pocket protector. Well, that's what nerds look like back in my day. I don't know what your nerds look like, but I'm not one of them that knows all that random stupid bullshit. Once Vortex, wow, installing game Vortex, restart upon completion. Can we by any chance do this faster? Sometimes it gets hung up. Vortex, I'm sorry. some of y'all out there, like Fallout and I don't know, my mom's uncle and shit like that, y'all like that shit, you go right on ahead and use it. Me, however, I struggle with this shit. Alright, so this here's popping up because it wants you to locate the folder that, you know, the folder, right? Redmod. Redmod isn't currently working in the latest thing of Cyberpunk. You can go ahead and get it. That's fine. You're going to need it eventually once they reactivate it. But at this time, to my knowledge, Redmod is not a functioning thingy. Okay. Why does this have to be stupid complicated? Let's go to the store. I knew I was going to need Redmod for this. I don't know why I didn't do it already. Oh, I know why. I'm fucking lazy and I don't give a shit. I really didn't think I was going to need it, actually. It was that quick. Redmod installed. It's actually not. You'll know Redmod's installed whenever the launcher comes up and it gives you a gear icon. Right here. But if Redmod doesn't install properly, you can go into your folder. It's already there. So Redmod's actually there. It just needs to install properly because I'm not doing it right, I guess. Why is it coming to here? We're just gonna ignore it. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to have it. You will have to have it whenever the mods come back, whenever Redmod actually comes back. You don't need it right now. So we've already installed Cyberpunk tweaks, right? You can still install it with Vortex. Once you have it installed manually, if you still want to have it on Vortex, that way you know what mods are available, you know, in your thing, you can still download it and use it, right? So I just installed all these mods manually. You don't need the README text, but you need the files that come inside these. So I just downloaded all of these manually. So Red Script, Red 4, Simple Menu, and CET. So now go in here. It's not on Vortex. It is already installed, but we'll go to CET. Download with Vortex. You want to make sure you just click this whenever you're doing mods from here. So it's already installed, but basically the point of this is if you need Vortex to tell you when your mods need to be updated and stuff like that. If you try and uninstall these mods from Vortex, you're just going to have the biggest fucking problems of your life. This game constantly breaks. They constantly do little hotfix that break mods. Mods are constantly being updated. But you can see how easy that was. The reason why there's going to be easy to install them now is for the simple fact that I've already installed them, so the folder's already there. So I'm not replacing anything. It might be replacing the files within. That's fine. You're really just getting the folders there. You can go through and do that for all of them. Do whatever you want. So, problem I ran into, and I made a video about this, the romance Pan Am for female V. I was like, oh god, they ruined this. It doesn't work anymore. This mod is useless. No. Vortex is not installing it right. I had to go and I had to actually manually install it to get it to work. So you don't actually need any of these. Respecter is nice for anybody who wants to play New Game Plus, but you don't have to have any of these extra mods. It says you do, you really don't. We're going to do everything manually here, but I'm telling you, once you have your prerequisites installed, you can literally use Vortex from that point forward. The main reason people have problems with Vortex is it doesn't install the prerequisite mods properly. And then the game doesn't work and they have all these issues and they're just bitching and whining at me like it's my fault. I'm like, bro, come on. A little bit of common sense. I don't even know what point we're at now. Let's go here. So whenever I install my mods and stuff like that, I pretty much have it set up just like this. That way I can just drag and drop, keep it fucking simple as possible. So respector, drop, bin, done. Pan Am Female V, archive, drop, done. Here, one of my favorite mods. This actually works without, I don't know if I want everybody copying this, but this actually works even if you don't have CET installed. I literally was still running this mod even though Cyberpunk Tweaks was not updated yet. I love this mod. This is absolutely my favorite mod. Besides AMM, I really like AMM. I really hate the new pop-up thing. Okay, you have to actually type appearance. Codeware. I don't think you actually need codeware for this, but it does link up with other stuff now. So Red 4, we already have it. AMM download. Okay, so for the Lucy in the Sky, it's very simple. It is an archive file. You're pretty much just going to go Lucy in the Sky. It's a RAR file, which doesn't matter. I use 7-zip. 7-zip works on literally everything. Base game archive. So when you do come up with something like this, and you don't, this is the way mods used to be back when people had to figure out where the fuck they go. You kind of have to do some digging for yourself. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't actually go in the mod or in the mod folder in archive, but I pop one in there just for fun and then I'll test it. I'll go see if it actually worked. Last time I checked this, it actually went in. There's another archive file. All right, when in doubt, check the website. This one didn't work last time I tried it, but a little bit of reading will fix it for you. Go to archive PC. Yeah, in the mod folder. It says it's supposed to go in there. You'll have to put it in there and test it. I'm pretty sure on mine, I can go check real quick. Yeah, that's got to be it. Archive, PC, mod, and just drop it in there. Yeah, that's not it. Because there it is, Lucy Nude. That's got to be it then. What was the name of the file? Lucy Sky Ad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. I guess that's it. If it doesn't work though, there is a different location that you have to install it. And usually I can figure that stuff out pretty easily, but things change. Things change a lot. All right, so AMM. Did I install these? I didn't, did I? If you drop them twice, it's fine. So like, I don't know if I actually did this, so whatever. If I download it a second time and drop it, it will tell me to replace the files. You do whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. The files are just gonna go in there. If it is a big file, like it's ginormous, I'd probably recommend not doing it again. Like AMM's large, so it takes a while to actually install. But doing it this way shouldn't be that big of a deal because you're copying files, and your computer's gonna be a lot faster than doing it through Vortex and it being an internet thing. If you do, so there I had Panam for Female V already installed. If you do it through Vortex, it could take a while for like AMM to install and stuff like that. But there, literally just install the stuff and go. Trying to think of any other troubleshooting things that I need. It all is relatively simple. When you start getting into a massive amount of stuff, you start getting into a massive amount of mods, what I'd probably recommend is having your own staging folder just to keep things a lot more simple. Alright, so Respector, it's not one you're using often. I love this for New Game Plus. You literally can create a character, level 50, level 40, whatever. Save them. It will transfer everything, including your inventory, not your stash, but your inventory over to a new save. So you beat the game, go grab all the stuff you want, save a profile, and then go to a new character, just skip through everything pretty much, go to load, and you can actually load your preset onto that character. It's pretty damn amazing. I actually really like it. I've done a couple of New Game Plus playthroughs with that. So Respector is an awesome mod. Simple menu, finally up to date, but it is glitchy as all get out. So recommend knowing that going into it. AMM, probably the greatest mod ever made. Can make every character in the game naked. My favorite. I can't see that because the thingy's there, but whatever. I like to organize my shit. I like my shit organized. So there, all those mods are installed very simply. Did it through the manual way. Like I was saying, if you're going to do your own staging folder, what I would recommend is take everything in here excepting for, is it content? Content. So content is like 58 gigs. So you can pretty much copy everything here except for the content folder. I think that's gonna be about it. That's the big one. So you can pretty much create your own staging folder, put it somewhere else, and then move your mods in and out, and then move them into here. But like I said, you can just install them through Vortex. That you have a list, and then you can just hit check mods for update, and it will tell you what needs to be updated and stuff. Let me check mine real quick. I have one mod that needs updating, so this is on my gaming computer, my main thing. These right here means you updated the profile, which means these mods have updated recently. When you have this right here, it means this here is currently out of date, and you can download the new mod here. This is the Lucy spawn NPC thing. It's not working. I have had problems with it constantly, but we'll grab it just for funsies. I'm trying to get it to work because it makes Lucy show up just randomly in the world. And I just thought that'd be kind of cool for my stream. Just to randomly come across Lucy, that'd be great. So it goes into downloads. It downloads. Some take longer than others. AMM's probably the worst, because it takes forever. This hasn't actually a history of... Huh. I don't know some of this shit is. Interesting. Alright, taking forever. If you have premium, if you go premium, you can download multiple things at once. You can download full collections and stuff like that. It's worth having if you do a lot with mods, but always hit update all profiles. If you do one, then it's going to assume you have multiple profiles. And if you don't have multiple profiles, you don't want to hit that. Give you a headache. Alright, anyways, this stuff is just on my computer. I can let that go. This is back on... No, that's also on my computer. Okay, back on kid's computer. What else? The staging folder. Settings. So in the previous video that I made about Vortex, there was a this here, there was an experimental version of this that you needed to do. Right now the staging folder is in user data, game mods, so it created it on here. If you install it on a different drive, you don't want to put it in your, on your C drive. So once again, let's jump over to my settings, mods. So the staging folder is on G. So I created Vortex mods, Cyberpunk 2077, and I installed it in there. Your staging folder has to be on the drive with the game. This is the experimental one. I think I've always had it on this, but you don't have to. You have it on whatever at this point, and it should work just fine. If you do have pop-ups coming up with Vortex telling you the little notifications like deployment is having deployment issues and stuff like that, you can switch it over to this to see if you can get it to deploy differently. But you shouldn't have any problems just leaving hard link. All the rest of this should just be fine. It's not really a big deal. I haven't really fucked with any of this stuff. What else? I don't know. I'm just gonna get berated in the comments, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this stuff works for you. If it does, leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. I stream Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Time. I stream on Twitch as well. We're doing the drops right now. We're doing the Azura sniper rifle giveaway. Not giveaway, but the through Twitch. Oh, it's phenomenal. I love that. Phantom Liberty is absolutely amazing. Loved every minute of it. And yeah, I want you guys to enjoy the game. This is my favorite game of all time. Phantom Liberty is definitely my favorite expansion of all time, and it's incredibly fun to put mods on the game and just spend hours playing it. So if you don't like the video, or if you have questions, or this didn't work for you, leave a comment. I always follow up with my comments unless you leave something stupid. If it's completely off the wall and I don't really understand why or what you're talking about, I'll ignore it and pretend I never saw it. If that's the case and you're a patient person, jump on the Discord. The Discord has been pretty dead, but we have a section in there to help people with mods and stuff like that. There's always people willing to help. I'm always available to help with mod questions and stuff like that. Sometimes mods get just very, very frustrating. Sometimes mods aren't up to date. People want to install mods from like 2 years ago and you just can't. But we will help. If you're an impatient person, just want it done right now, fuck off and go find somewhere else. This is not for you. I'm not for you. I don't have patience for stupidity and patience for people who just want somebody to do things for them. That's not my bag. I can't really think of anything else, so peace out, y'all.